Yo, what up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Anyone in here? What's up, bro? One sec, I'm gonna just sort out this lighting, but I'll be back. What's up, bro? What's up? How's it been? How's you guys been? Charlie, Mark Duncan? What's up, bro? How's it going? We are live. Is this lighting really dark or can you see me all good? I don't know. I'm just trying to sort this shit out, bro. What time is it in Australia? Right now it is almost 2 p.m. here in Australia. But yeah. How's the lighting? Is it really dark or can you see me properly? Wait one sec. Sorry, I'm just checking something. Lighting doesn't look too bad. You look like Derek Lewis. I don't look like Derek Lewis, but okay, thank you. Appreciate that. What's up, guys? Who else is in the chat? Like the stream, guys. Keep the comments coming. Let's try and get some more people in here. I'll be live for probably a couple hours and then I got to go to work, but should be good. But yeah, like the stream and we are live. I got nothing to do, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just go live. But yeah, we're chilling. What's my fuck? What do I look like? What do you do? I work at a fucking chicken shop because I'm 17 and I don't have a life. Yeah, I work at a chicken shop. I'm chill. I'm just vibing. I don't do much, nothing crazy right now. But yeah, we chilling. If you're in the stream, like the stream, let yourself be seen, comment, all that, and I will answer all of your questions. You just got to work. It's like 11 p.m. Well, you got to be America, don't you? Then you must live in America because right now it's 2 p.m. here. So yeah. Yeah. One sec. Sorry, I'm just gonna post this on my story or whatever. What's up, Liam? Welcome to the stream. Love the videos, bro. I appreciate that. Like the stream, guys. And yeah, we're gonna be talking for a couple hours, I guess, and we'll see what happens. There's not too much to talk about. Just 3:01 tomorrow. You was about to sleep. Well, I mean, you can go to sleep if you want, or you can stay up and watch me chat shit. That's up to you, bro. That's your choice. But yes, I did strategically time this because I know MMA Guru's members stream is about to end, so I hopefully can get some viewers. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's the big brain strategy. You got to go live when he's about to finish the live. Is the parlay hitting? Which parlay? Do you sniff gas from where I do not? Personally, I don't. There are some people that do, but I'm not one of them. So yeah. But Mark Duncan, which parlay are you speaking of? Because I don't know. There's parlays that might hit, but depends which one you're referring to. Also, how's the volume, guys? Can you hear me all right? Like, is it really quiet or can you hear me? But yeah, 3:01 tomorrow. We're chilling. Good, solid card, solid card. I did my predictions earlier in the week, so I actually like the card. I'm pretty happy with it. It's actually not too bad. I'll chalk up a poll just for the main event. Who wins? Erceg, Pantoja. Put your votes in the poll. Who do you guys think's going to win tomorrow for the main event of UFC 301? That is the question that we're all asking. What do you guys want to talk about? What are you saying in the chat? No one's typing anything, so I don't know what the fuck to talk about. But I'm looking forward to the card tomorrow. I'm picking Pantoja personally. If you watched my prediction video already, I am picking Pantoja, but I don't know. Erceg pick is bad. I don't think Erceg's going to win. Like, I think he could. He's a solid fighter, but I don't know. I think Pantoja's a bit too good. But I could see Erceg kind of just winning with like plot armor and just like the storyline of, the number 10 ranked guy and he comes in and wins. Like that could happen, but I am gonna pick Pantoja. But it's actually a good card. Like the fights are gonna be fun. There's not really any names, to be honest. I'm just gonna move my computer back real quick. There's not really any names, but the fights are actually pretty solid. So I'm looking forward to the card. But yeah, like the stream, guys. Vote in the poll on who you guys think's gonna win, and leave your chats in the comments. I'm gonna read them all out, so you guys don't have to donate or anything. I read out every single chat, and yeah, Guru tripping with the pick is trying to be edgy and different. I mean, I get it. Look, it's like I get the pick, kind of like it's not an awful pick, but I do think it's kind of like it's like a vibes pick more than like a logic pick. Like all logic says you should pick Pantoja. Like we've seen more of him. We haven't seen Erceg against like top 5 guys. Pantoja's beat like half the division. Like every bit of logic about it should tell you to pick Pantoja, but I do get the idea. I do get like the idea that Erceg's gonna sorry, Erceg's gonna come in and he's gonna win, and all the memes are gonna be like Erceg winning and shit. But I don't know. I don't think it happens. My dog just stood up on its back legs and said Erceg is winning. I mean, fair enough. Listen to the dog. Are you half uncivilized savage? Why do you have curly hair? I don't know why I have curly hair. I might be adopted because none of my family has curly hair. So I don't know. Maybe I've like got some Michael Chandler shit, and my family's like, engaging in the Michael Chandler activities because none of them have curly hair, but I do. You kind of look like Sam Pepper. I actually don't know who that is. I'm gonna look that up. I don't know who that is. One sec. Genuinely do not know who Sam Pepper is. Elvis Brenner, good sleeper pick. I don't mind Elvis Brenner's chances to win. I like him as a fighter, but I do think Oral By is just going to wet blanket him. Seth Pants joking around, saying Lucas Tracy owns me. Bro, I'm telling you, Lucas Tracy doesn't want that left hook. I'll fucking being elbow. Cook that man. Man thinks he's beaten fucking historical warriors and shit. Thinks he's beaten Spartans and stuff. Like, what's he doing? He's waffling. I gotta look up who this Sam Pepper guy. Oh, hell no. No shot. I do not look like that motherfucker at all. What are you on about? I do not look like that guy at all. What's up, Mason, bro? Like the stream, guys, if you haven't already. And vote in the poll as well. If you Guskov champ, I agree. 100%. But yeah, vote in the poll if you guys haven't already on who you guys think is going to win the main event. And yeah. But Alan or Giga, I got Alan winning. I think he's just a way better boxer. I think he's going to tune him up and shit. Jones is gay according to MMA Guru. I mean, I do agree. Like Jones is kind of zesty, but what's up, spinning crotch kick? Hello. I mean, I agree that Jones is zesty, but I don't know. I think the combined hour and 10 minutes of videos talking about John Jones being gay, a little bit sus, but it's cool. Fair enough. Like, I can't blame the guy for it. It got fucked. It's his most viewed video on the channel. Like, obviously, you're gonna do it. It's a good video. Is it cold in Melbourne? No, right now it's pretty warm. Let me see. What's the actual temperature here right now? I think it's like 20 something, low 20s probably. But yeah, gotta go. Michael Scott. I'm from Perth. Oh yeah, what's up from Perth? It's okay. No, apparently it's 14 degrees in Melbourne right now, but I feel pretty warm. So I don't know. Maybe I just don't feel the cold that much. Um, who's the best MMA YouTuber? Who's the GOAT bantamweight? Favorite dinosaur? Favorite dog breed? Favorite sandwich type? All right, Seth Pan's asking all the questions. That'll be $2.50, my guy. You're gonna have to donate for that. I'm kidding. But no, best MMA YouTuber, of course, myself. But apart from that, I don't know. Guru's good, Bedtime's good. Lucas is just funny, I guess, because he's kind of retarded. They're all good. I don't really. I think you kind of watch them all for different reasons. Like if you want to have like a laugh and shit, and just watch a casual video, you watch Bedtime. If you just want to like hear someone sound like a tard, you watch Lucas. If you want to watch some like fucking expose, like John Jones's gay video, you watch Guru. If you want to watch some just like pure seriousness, analyticalness, you watch Weasel. You know, if you want to watch just some obese man on your screen, you watch MMA Joey. Like we've got a good variety of content creators here on YouTube. So yeah, you can kind of watch whoever depending on kind of what mood you're in and shit. And then GOAT bantamweight, probably I would say Honey Yaya. I would say is the GOAT bantamweight. His resume is on top. But in all seriousness, I would say right now it's Cruz. If Aljo had beat O'Malley, I would have said Aljo, but I'm gonna go with Cruz until if O'Malley gets a couple wins, he could get there. Like if O'Malley gets like 3 title defenses more, I'd say if he ends up with 4 title defenses, I would say I would give it to him. Favorite dinosaur. I'm going to go with the Diplodocus, according to Ali A. I don't know. Favorite dinosaur? I've got no fucking clue. Favorite dog breed? Not one that's to do with Israel Adesanya. And favorite sandwich type? I don't know. It's the good grilled cheese is solid. Ham and cheese grilled sandwich. So always can't go wrong there. I'm in Orlando watching regional MMA. Fair enough, bro. You got Erceg winning too. That's valid. That's valid. Smith or Petrino? I got Petrino winning because unfortunately they will not be fighting on a piece of A4 paper. So yeah, I do have Smith winning. So I do have Petrino winning. But if they were on that A4 piece of paper, I would be picking Petrino. What's going on? What's up, primetime feline? I think Smith beats Petrino styling on Span. Yeah, but Span's shit. So yeah, Span's awful. Petrino almost lost to the Pleasure Man. Yeah, I get it, but it was his debut. It was his debut that when he fought what's his name, fucking Pleasure Man. But yeah, I don't mind it. Like he could win because Petrino might not be that good, but I don't know. Beat Cody Haddon going up a weight class to do it. I don't know who you're talking about, but fair enough. Thoughts on 9/11? Who did it? I think it was Bilal is the main culprit from all the discussions I've had with my inside sources. I think Bilal is the number one contender. Me, says Spinning Kochi. I'd send you $5, but I can't send money. Oh, is there no money button? I think that's because I'm not monetized on YouTube, so maybe there is no money button. I don't know. But that's all good, bro. If you want to send me money, you can go subscribe to my fucking Patreon or whatever, which I like basically never post on. It's just like I don't even know if that even makes money because I don't even think I've linked my bank to it. But no, it's all good. I don't care, man. I'm chilling. Until I'm 18, I can't make money from YouTube for some reason. So right now, I'm just chilling. I'm doing this shit for free. And until when I'm 18, I'll try and see if I can remonetize myself, and then maybe I can make like a couple $100. But I'm all good. But yeah, like the stream, guys. Like the stream. And subscribe if you haven't already. Fuck, sorry. Can't fucking speak. But yeah, Erceg and Pantoja. 82% of you guys are picking Erceg. All right, bro. I feel like you're not really serious about that, though. Like, how many of you guys actually think Erceg's winning? Let's be honest. Like, do you really think Erceg's winning? Or is it just like a vibes pick? Like, are we just going like, oh, I want Erceg to win? Why does Erceg sound younger than you? I don't know, because I am a teenager. I'm 17 years of age. So yeah, Pat Barry, got to watch out. Do not want to go anywhere near that man. Erceg does sound young though. He's got a lisp and shit, so it makes it sound like he's like he's prepubescent and he like doesn't know. It's like my name's Steve Erceg. I'm looking forward to my fight this weekend. That's my Steve Erceg impression. But no, he's Erceg. Yeah, I think it's just to do with the way he talks. You want Erceg to win by fluke KO. I mean, fair enough. It could happen. Maybe Pantoja just gets wild and shit in the pocket and he just gets cracked, but I don't think he gets like full just KO'd. Just gets full KO'd by Erceg. Like Erceg KO'd Schnell and he dropped Dvorak with a head kick. Like, let's not act like he's just some fucking Ngannou level power puncher, bro. I honestly thought he would sound like a Chad to make up for his jaw. Fair. You know, Erceg needs to start like jaw maxing or something. And then like Erceg needs to start mewing or some shit, bro. Get that shit sorted out. Pantoja's 6 to 8 years older, hasn't been cleaner boxing, and has been improving every fight. Pantoja's fight with Moreno looks a bit worse. I mean, yeah, no, but I'd also think Moreno kind of got a bit burnt out after he lost the belt. Like, I think the Moreno we saw against Pantoja was a good level, like a top Moreno, but maybe not the best Moreno we've seen. Like, I would say the Moreno that showed up against Figgy in the rematch or in the quadrilogy, though they were probably the best Moreno. But I think the Royval fight was kind of like after he lost the belt, he kind of lost his rhythm. He's like, why am I not fighting for a title? Like, if you think about it, all of his fights before then, back until like 2020, had been for a belt. So I think that was, and also Royval's not even bad. Like, Royval was having more success on the feet against Pantoja than Moreno was. So yeah. How mad do you think the crowd would be if Aldo loses? They would not be happy. The crowd would be very disappointed. I think they would boo the shit out of Martinez if Martinez got like a post fight interview, which he would. Then they would be booing the hell out of him. So yeah, I think it would not go well for. He would need to get security to take him out of there. Let's just say that if he beat Jose Aldo, especially if he finished him. If it was like a close enough decision, or he just kicked him a range a bunch and like played Point Fest or something, then maybe they wouldn't care. But if he fully like finished Aldo or got like a robbery decision, they would absolutely be not happy. I just think Royval is long and Pantoja's bad on the feet. Yeah, that's my thing. I think Pantoja's just going to be so physically strong and just kind of tackle Erceg, just take him down real easy. But that's just me, to be honest. That's just me. Maybe. Because fucking more people there's more YouTubers that I'm seeing picking Pantoja picking Erceg than that are picking Pantoja. Like, I'm seeing, like, Bedtime's picking Erceg, Guru's picking Erceg, MMA Experts is picking Erceg. I know I think Weasel's picking Erceg too, I think. Let me just check. I think Weasel's picking Erceg. But like Lucas and me are picking Pantoja, and not many other like big YouTubers that I watch personally. Like Izzy's picking Pantoja, I think, but like actual YouTubers, let me just check Weasel if he's picking. Who's Weasel picking? Weasel's picking Erceg by decision. Like, some people are picking Erceg by finish, some are picking decision. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. Like, I'm genuinely seeing more people pick Erceg. Because I think the mindset people are thinking of like, oh, Erceg's a good underdog, not many people will be picking him, and so they pick him even though everyone's fucking picking him because everyone's got the same mindset. Pantoja might get TK'd. Yeah, he could if he's just too wild, but I don't think it happens. Erceg has the same accolades as Volk. Yeah, Erceg is a good wrestler, but he's also kind of skinny and he's been taken down before. Like, Alessandro Costa's just kind of big, muscly guy, and he kind of took him down a little bit, used some physicality. I think Pantoja's just going to be able to use his physicality and the grappling and shit. Locked in a room with P. Diddy or Zest Maxing Jones, which room are you picking? Well, as long as I'm not at a party and there's no cameras, like if it's just a completely blank white room with no cameras or anything like that, and no party and no alcohol anywhere, I'm probably going to go with Diddy because I think I would have a better chance of preventing the homosexual activity than if I was in a room with Jones. But yeah, where's the slavery tier list? Yeah, that one's just, that's going to be a hard one to get past the YouTube eyes. They've let a few of my videos slip. Like, they let the they let the race tier list pass. I don't know how. Maybe because my channel's too small, so they just don't pick up on anything. But I do think the slavery tier list would be one that would probably get picked up on. But yeah, Erceg is so untested. I know, like I get it. People say like, look, he looks really good. Like he looks technical. His grappling looks good. His get-ups are good. He does the right things. But I'm like, yeah, he's sorry. Like against Dvorak, I think he won the first round, or maybe he didn't. But like before he got that knockdown, Dvorak was kind of cruising a little bit, and then he got a knockdown and changed the momentum. But I don't know if I think like, and then against Costa, he even got cracked a lot of times, and in the third round, he kind of just had to stink it up against the fence to win. Like I don't know, I don't see it personally. Like, I think he's very good, and I think he would beat like some top guys. Like, I would pick him against like Alex Perez, or even like maybe Manel Cap or Kai Kara France, maybe. Even Moreno, I wouldn't mind his chances, but just all round, I don't think he's good enough to beat Pantoja. What building tower do you think Bilal will fly into? I think if he doesn't get that Leon fight, he might fly into the Big Ben in London and just like, or he might fly just straight up into the arena in Manchester if he does not get a title shot. Who do you think is going to win, Craig and Baralio? I think Kaya Baralio is going to win by TKO, like drop him with like shot on the feet when Craig's going to be all like jittery and stuff and doing his little retarded shit and just going like, oh, when can I pull guard? And then he's just going to get dropped. What are the actual chances Jones actually fights Tom? It won't happen. Straight up, it's not happening. Tom Aspinall, John Jones does not want to fight Tom Aspinall. Like, if you guys, I did a video, so go check the video out after this stream. But I just did a video like an hour ago on John Jones's ducking of Aspinall and his recent tweets and shit. Like, he straight up is basically confirming he doesn't want to fight him. Because he's saying he's only a big deal in the UK. He's saying Pereira's a bigger fight. Like, he's just trying to waffle it and say that he's gonna, like, it's not gonna happen. But if, in terms of Aspinall becoming undisputed, if he beats Blades or whoever he fights in Manchester, and then Jones fights Stipe at MSG, I would probably think, unless the UFC does like the Pereira fight, then I would probably think sometime next year Aspinall will end up becoming undisputed champ. Interesting that Span's blessed tattoo is the same as Chandler's. Yes, very interesting. I remember Erceg on your autism tier list. You put him mid tier. You said he's probably more autistic, and I think we all agreed. Yeah, no, I think Erceg's not. He's not super. He's a bit autistic, but he's also like just kind of he's socially awkward. And he's also just got a lisp, which makes him sound more like retarded. Aldo vs Martinez, Giannis was able to land some good shots. I think Martinez is going to lose. I think Aldo gets it done because I think he's too good with the hands. I don't think Martinez is good with boxing at all. And even if he might land some of the kicks, I think Aldo's going to check most of them and he's just going to get pieced up. I got a feeling Jones is going to retire after the Stipe fight. I would prefer that. I would prefer Jones just retire after the Stipe fight than go, oh, I'll stick around for one more, but it's Pereira instead of Aspinall. Like, fuck off. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I think we agreed. He seems surprisingly not crazy. What did I miss from your message? Tom should purposely get held down. True. He should like let Blades hold him down in round one and be like, see, you can take me down. And then straight after the fight, Jones is going to tweet like, this guy really thinks he can beat me. And then Aspinall is going to try and like bait him into a fight. That will be smart. What's your martial arts background? You know, I'm a 7-time national Muay Thai champion. I also won a wrestling tournament when I went to Russia as well, a international wrestling tournament. And also I'm a master of Aikido. That's my background. I've just been doing Muay Thai, BJJ, and wrestling for like 2.5 years-ish. Started when I was like 14. So yeah, a couple years I've just been doing that for. Had a couple amateur fights. Couple amateur fights, and I've done a jiu-jitsu like round robin tournament kind of thing. You didn't finish my sentence. I agree. He's not that autistic. Yeah, he's not super autistic. Like, he's a little bit, but you can kind of tell it's a bit more because of his voice. And he's just kind of, I think he's just a very, like, quiet dude. Like, he's not super autistic. He's just really quiet. Doesn't jiggle, no homo, bro. You're gonna have to find out. No, I don't know. I am John Jones. I am P Diddy, bro. I don't know about that. That's not something I'm doing. But who got for Buckley versus Ruzaboev? Probably Buckley. I reckon Ruzaboev's gonna have a tough weight cut and just be kind of chinny. Buckley might catch him. But I don't think Ruzaboev is that good. Like, he beat Bruno Ferreira, which makes people think he's really good, but he caught his kick and then like punched him with a jab as he was off balance. Like, I think it was kind of fluky. So I got Buckley. But yeah, that card next weekend's actually pretty solid. I might do a. Do you guys want a fight companion for that? I'll end this poll. And I'm gonna. Sorry, I'm sniffing a lot. I haven't done any coke. I've just got a bit of a cold. But wash my hands, bro. Why? What do I do? I mean, I will, but bro has allergies. No, I don't have allergies. I've just got like a blocked. I've just got a bit of a blocked nose right now. Would you watch? It's not allergies. It's just I got a. I don't know. I just got a fucking blocked nose. Would you watch a fight companion for next week's card? Yes. No. What's it called? Wait, did I miss any chats? What was I gonna say? He's got a good sense of humor. Yeah, he actually seems like a pretty chill guy. He just doesn't talk heaps. Do you know about the re-engineered Philly shell guard Garcia was doing? The Diddy shell? Fair enough. I don't mind that. If Petrino wins, where are we gonna see him? Are we going to see him start calling Anthony Smith a Bogdan lookalike? We might. Petrino versus Bogdan might be the fight to make, but I actually don't think they should do that because both of those guys are somewhat prospect level, I guess. Less so Gushkov because he's lost to Ozdemir, but those are both guys you can push individually. So I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't match those two up, but down the line, I wouldn't mind it. You know, we do Span versus Smith, and then we do Bogdan versus Span, and then we got to do Smith versus Petrino, and then we got to do Bogdan versus Petrino. Like, that's how it goes. Do you train? I do train. I do train. How old is Left Lane MMA? I'm 17 years old. So yes, I am under the risk of an attack from Pat Barry. So I do have to stay out of that neck of the woods and avoid that. Like the stream, guys, if you haven't already. Let's try and get as many likes on the stream as we have people in the stream. That'd be cool. Was about cutting down to welterweight so far. Yeah, he is big. He's not 6'5", but I do think that he's a bit too big for welterweight to make that healthily. If you guys saw fucking William Gomez's weight cut, bro, that motherfucker was dead. If you haven't seen it, go look up William Gomez's like weight cut. He looks fucking dead. Like, he looked like a zombie. So I think we might see a rough weight cut from Uzabov and then he gets chinned. Guskov would beat Smith. I agree. What's my height and weight? I'm 5'2", 300 pounds. Nah, I'm like 5'9", like 155. I'm pretty average build for a like teenager, I guess. But yeah, if I cut weight, I'd be like a bantamweight, I'd say probably. If I cut weight. If I lean, like right now I'm like 70 kgs, 155 pounds-ish. But yeah. Melbourne, Australia in THR House. Don't know what that means. If Smith pulls off the win, he should fight Guskov and retire. Yeah, he should. He should do that. That'd be a good passing of the torch. Dana White will fight Tito Ortiz at UFC 306 per left lane. I'm a reliable source. I told you guys that fight's happening. Rizabov made a lightweight once. I think that would be nuts if he did, bro. We got Jalen. We got the central we got the Central Asian Jalen Turner in the house. Pat Barry only likes girls 14 to 17. Yeah, but you're mistaken because he likes Rose Namajunas, who looks like a boy. Like Rose, the whole meme of it is like Rose looks like a teenage boy, and that's why he likes it. So I'm not fine. What fight are you hyped for soon? I mean, this weekend, I'd say main event, co-main event, and then Brenner versus Orlby, probably my top three. Next week, I'm really looking forward to seeing Rebecca fight, and Despain as well. Those are both, and Buckley too. That'll be good. Next week's card's good. There's not like crazy names. Even Oldberg versus Menifield's good. Like next week, there's no massive names, but it's actually just a fun card. But yeah, would you fight Bedtime? Bedtime's like done like a lot of martial arts, I think, and I think he's bigger than me too, because I think he said he fought at 155. Well, I weigh 155 right now, and I would have to cut. And skill wise, he's been doing it for a lot longer. I mean, I'd be down. I'd probably lose. I'm not going to be retarded and be like, oh, I'd beat him. Like he's trained for like 5 years longer than me. But yeah, it'd be cool to train with him. That'd be sick. How long did you spend on the Bogdan edit? It took like probably like half an hour. I don't know. No, probably not. Maybe like 15, 20 minutes. It was a good edit though. Gomez's fight was cancelled. Yeah, it was. Gomez's fight was cancelled because of the weight cutting shit. If Smith loses, he'll have 20 losses. As shitty as he's not that shit. Yeah, 20 losses is rough. Looking for an excuse to not fight Gene Silver. Yeah, true. Bro, yeah, Gomez's weight cut was actually nuts. Like, he looked dead. I was like, what the fuck? Because initially I was like, when I saw that, I'm like, yeah, that fight's getting cancelled. Like, that won't happen. But if it does happen, I'm changing my pick. Because I was picking Gomez in my prediction video. But I was like, if that fight goes ahead, I'm changing my pick to Silver. And that is the next question. Why did the Gene Silver fight get cancelled? Because Gomez's weight cut was botched. So yeah, he couldn't make that fight. Fuck. My nose is blocked as shit. The Gomez, yeah, what was it? Could two left lanes beat a Lucas Tracy? Bro, one left lane could beat a Lucas Tracy. Easy. I'd smoke Lucas, I would fight. Because I know Lucas is yapping and I've actually seen Bedtime. He's not in person, but like I've seen his like fight footage and shit, and he's a purple belt. He's actually trained for years. I haven't trained for that long, so I think me and Lucas would be a pretty even matchup in terms of experience. I think he'd be a bit bigger than me, like muscle wise, but I think I'm a bit taller. So me and Lucas would be a good fight. So let him know I would beat Lucas Tracy in a fight, I reckon. But yeah. How about MMA Joey? You know what would happen if I fought MMA Joey? Did you guys see the clip of that random like European promotion where the really skinny girl fought like the fucking obese chick, and the obese chick like ran into the like octagon and just like KO'd herself on the canvas? That would happen if I fought MMA Joey. He's basically a heavy bag. Yeah, I'd just be dancing around on the outside, just popping a jab out there, throwing some kicks and shit. I'd tune that man up. Gomez was 3 pounds under. Yeah, I think he said he vomited or something. He threw up before he weighed in. He must have got like food poisoning or some shit, because that can't just be only a bad weight cut. Like, you have to be sick as well. We all picked Gomez. Yeah, we picked Gomez because he's just more technical. But I don't think, no, his fight footage is not on YouTube. He showed it on one of his streams though, when he did one of his UFC 5 or UFC 4 like game live streams or whatever. He showed a bit of his fight footage. It's on his channel. I don't know if his streams if he leaves his streams up, but I saw it. He was showing him. He had a Muay Thai fight too. I thought he was like a grappler. I didn't know he was good at striking, but apparently his striking's actually pretty good too. So yeah. Lucas under 5'9". Lucas is 5'4" at least. Yeah, 5'4" at least. It's like with Connor and Chad Mendes. Like, how tall are you, buddy? He's like, I'm 5'9". Then Mendes is like, I'm 5'6". He's like, you're 5'4" at least. That's me and Lucas. Lucas is like 5'5". Lucas is built like Demetrius Johnson, but just like a bit more dense. Lucas is just like white Demetrius Johnson started density maxing. That's Lucas Tracy. Or he's got the Cejudo build. Lucas is built like Henry Cejudo. M.A. Joey would hit that spin and yeah, exactly. M.A. Joey would sit in the center of the ring and complain about the state of the MMA media. True. He would just start talking and be like, why do you guys hate Ian Gary so much? M.A. Joey is you can't punch me, that's illegal. Yeah. M.A. Joey. He would be like, he would start complaining to the ref or something. And then Michael was like, hey, mate, listen. Hey, buddy. You fucking moron. You got to keep fighting. It's over. That would be fucking MMA Joey. Lucas is 5'2". Yeah, he is. He's like a little manlet. He's like little looking like this. Lucas has to tilt the thing like all the way down to here, because otherwise he's just like he's looking up at the camera like that. If you get Lucas juice like McGregor, 190 of raw muscle. I think he's like 160, 170, I think. But yeah. If Lucas fought like at his natural weight class, he'd be at like a 10-inch reach and disadvantage. He'd be like Mateusz Rebecki. Um, Lucas thinks his big meaty calf kicks are enough to. That video was actually hilarious. It was funny in like a way where you kind of think he's joking, and he probably is. But then, just because I've watched a lot of his videos, I kind of get the vibe he's not fully joking. Like, I think he genuinely believes he could beat a couple of those guys that he was talking about. Like, he's waffling. DJ and Cejudo are like 5'3", 5'4". Yeah, Lucas Tracy is just basically Cejudo. Lucas Tracy's like 1 inch taller than Henry Cejudo. He's got the Chad Mendes build. MMA Spartans never fought. Yeah, exactly. He's acting like they just only like they got two random bums off the street and just gave them both a sword and just said go fight each other. Like, bro, um, those punches with his wrists. Yeah, those arm punches. Um, he does. I love how Lucas is saying I would throw calf kicks and shit like he actually like trains regularly. I swear he doesn't train like wrestling or grappling or striking at all. He just lifts weights. He just muzzes in a Walmart and lifts weights. That's all he does. Um, I swear DJ's thumbnails make his head look bigger. Yeah. Cejudo too. His head looks way too big for his body. Lucas is the Napoleon version of Bradley Martin. Yeah, true. He's like, brother, I'm 160 though. Brother, I'm 5'5". That he's like, brother, I'll just calf kick you. That's Lucas. If Ehor can't fight Shara, who do you think Shara's replacement should be? I wouldn't mind like a Shara versus like a Bruno Silva would be cool. A Bruno Silva, Bruno Ferreira. I wouldn't mind like an Edmund Shabazian type of fight. That'd be cool. Um, some there's definitely a part of Lucas that thinks he's seasoned enough. I know he thinks because he watches MMA, he knows how to do it. Same with MMA Guru as well. When he says like I would just like football tackle, like he said he would like football tackle Deontay Wilder and shit. Like they think because you watch MMA, like Guru's done a bit of striking, and I assume Lucas has done a little bit, but you can't just watch and then like know how to do everything. It's the same with Ian Gary. You know, he watches all the time in the corner and he doesn't know how to do anything himself. Like you got to actually do it yourself. You can't just watch. MMA Joe would get concussed from crashing into the cage. True. MMA Joe, you know when like some of the cornermen like they hit their fighters, like they like slap them in the face and shit. MMA Joey would like get like rocked. He'd be like, ooh. He'd get wobbled from one. His coach would slap him in the face and he'd get wobbled. Yeah. Spartans are whittled down about survival of the fittest. Exactly. Because they all die. If you lose, you fucking die. So you have to be pretty fucking good. But why is my nose so blocked? Lucas wouldn't be able to kick after a check. Yeah, exactly. Look, I like both of them. Like Lucas and MMA Guru, I like them. I watch all their videos, but they're also a little bit retarded. Dude, when he said Samurai doesn't know martial arts, yeah, bro. Is he forgetting that like Japan was like one of the forefronts for like a lot of martial arts? Like, what's he on about? You think Americans are dense? Yes, definitely. Americans are dense. Respectfully to all the Americans, some of you guys are dense. Like, you don't look like Erceg, you look like Andre Philly. Hey, I like big booty Latinas. That's the only Andre Philly quote I know. That's my main relation to Andre Philly. But I get it. I mean, he's got curly hair, but I'm not like tans like Andre. Andre Philly's like, isn't he like Hawaiian or something? No, he's not Hawaiian. He's like from the south though. Like he's got some sort of Latino heritage, I think. I'm a lighter Andre Philly. I'm like a post. I'm like a I'm like a second phase Michael Jackson version of Andre Philly. Don't get me wrong. You can pick things up. Like if you watch UFC and then train, then you can like put it into practice. Like I've learned how to like cage wrestle and get takedowns off the wall and also like defend takedowns off the wall. I've learned how to do that from watching UFC. But you have to you can't just know how to do it just on the spot. You have to then like take it into practice and actually do it. Who do you think is going to win between Hamzat and Whitaker? I'm going to pick Whitaker, but I'm worried that Hamzat's going to chin him. You try and deny it, you asked even if you try and deny it, you asked the barber for the 2022 Lucas Tracy cut. I did not, but fair enough. Jiu-jitsu started in Japan. Exactly. They're acting like they didn't they're acting like martial arts only got invented when the UFC came along. Like, bro, there was no martial arts until 1990 or whatever. Like, um, light Andre Feeling, or bleached feeling. You look like all of Seth Rogen's crew combined into one person. Whitaker is washed and lost like Waldo. He showed the barber the Lucas Tracy video and said, "Can you do this?" Yeah, I just showed him like the photo of Lucas Tracy with like a paper bag over his head when he was screaming about UFC 300. I was like, "Yo, make me look like this motherfucker." Like that's what I said. Spartans wrestled. Yeah, they're like physical dudes and shit. Like, I don't mean to get sus with it, but like dominant men, you could say. To quote John Jones, that's why he's real into Spartans. Uh, Why is Lucas acting like he's not like 5'5" and like just got a bit of muscle from going to the gym? Like, why is he acting like he doesn't like literally muzz in a supermarket? And his idea of fitness is like, guys, the Lucas Tracy cookbook. Like that's his, and then he's gonna win. He's got the diet. He's got the dietitian on point. He probably thinks he would beat the Spartans because they don't eat the most healthy diet. The Spartans are eating some sweetie treaties and they're not gonna win. Like, what the fuck's he talking about? They never wrestled me, brother. They don't know about his grappling, man. I had to check his wrestling, brother. This guy, big, strong guy, but he know have wrestling, brother. Lucas doesn't know the Greeks wrestle exactly. I know Greco-Roman wrestling and shit, like all that. It's all from that area. Changed his haircut. What's he doing? My haircut's better than Lucas Tracy. I got a haircut a couple weeks ago. It's kind of grown out now, so it doesn't look too good. But if I go like, wait, what is that? Like, I feel like my haircut's not too bad. Like, yeah. Mine's not too bad. Lucas is like too short because his hair's curly, but it's like too short. Like you got to leave a bit on top, you know. Um, I see red exactly. Lucas sees red. I can't watch this shit. They give Pereira a shot over. Yeah, I know. It'd be. Imagine that happens. Albino Feely. Yeah. Hey, I ain't looking too bad though. I don't mean to sound like MMA guru. The self glaze. I'm not trying to bring too much of it out, but I mean, I'm alright. I reckon I'm not too bad. If you're walking around looking like Chris Dawkins, you got to get that weight off. I don't know if you think you're DC or something, but most people don't perform at their best when they're. Yeah, exactly. That's what he's like. If you're walking around looking like Chris Dawkins, you got to get that weight off. That's what he's saying. I don't know. Most people aren't going to be built like Yoel Romero, but that's what he's saying. That's what he's talking like. But yeah. I remember I watched the clip where Lucas got worried about his stream leaving comments. I know, yeah. He told them to go leave comments on Piper's page, and then when they started saying like Lucas Tracy owns you, then he's like, guys, chill, chill. But he found it really funny. I'll watch it if Pereira sleeps. Like, I'll watch the fight. It'll be sick. I'd love to see Pereira Jones, but do it after the Aspinall fight. First order of business. Like what should be happening. What should be happening is Jones Aspinall, and then if he beats Aspinall, he can fight Pereira. Like, fuck the Stipe fight. Who cares about that? And yeah, just run fucking Aspinall versus Jones. In a ranking of flyweights, where would you put Erceg? I've got Erceg, I think, like around number 7. I think number 6 or 7 in my flyweight rankings. But after this weekend's card, I'll send out another one of the Google forms so you guys can submit your rankings for some of the for light heavyweight. That'll need change. So light heavyweight will need changing, and then flyweight will need changing too, and then maybe middleweight too if Borralio wins. But yeah, I'll send out another Google Forms sheet for some of the divisions to change the rankings. Yeah, around 30% body fats. You're trying to lean out. Yeah, you want to eat good, tasty comfort foods. If you want to lose weight while still enjoying your meals, the Lucas Tracy MMA cookbook is where it's at. It's like whenever he's got like a video that's gonna be like under like 10-15 minutes, he always just puts like a 3-minute outro on the video about him talking about the cookbook just to get the video past 10 minutes. Who's your underrated or unheard of prospects? I would say Mateusz Rebecki, big fan of his. He's very good. Um, I'd say Oral Blight and Elvis Brenner, both very good. Josh Van, top guy at flyweight for me in terms of prospects. Rebellis to Spain at heavyweight. I mean, he's not unheard of, but out of any unranked fighter at heavyweight, he's probably my most promising. Light heavyweight, maybe Zhang Ming Yang, just because he's pretty powerful, but he's not that good. Middleweight, I would go with guys outside the rankings. Middleweight's tough. I don't really know because everyone kind of talks about Bo Nickel and shit. But yeah. Could you beat up Lucas Tracy? I think so. Personally, I think Lucas would try and see red, and I would just smoke him. Personally. Put on your American accent when you do Lucas Tracy impression. If you want to eat good, tasty comfort foods, and you don't want to. What is it? It's like if you want to lose weight while still enjoying your meals and in good, tasty comfort foods, you got to eat the Lucas Tracy MMA cookbook. But he's too. I can't go as high. I can't go high pitched like Lucas. He's a bit higher pitched. You guys got to stop eating your sweetie treaties, and you got to jump on good, tasty comfort meals. I don't know. I can't really do many American impressions. I think the most well-trained MMA YouTuber, Weasel. I don't know how long Weasel's trained for, but probably Weasel. Weasel and bedtime, I'd say. I don't know how long Weasel's trained for, but yeah. Would you kiss Chris Dawkins? I mean, how much you paying me, but probably not. Unlikely. He's trying to fight both Stipe and I know he's trying to go. He's still trying to hold on to the Stipe fight, and then also saying, "If I stick around, I'll fight Pereira." Like fuck off. But yeah. There's like two versions. He does the OL. Yeah, he does the like. I don't know if you think you're DC or something, but most people don't perform at their best when they're 250 pounds. And then the Chris Dawkins. If you're looking like Chris Dawkins, you got to get that weight off. That's what he's saying. Will Bedtime win the title tomorrow night? I'm wishing him luck, but I don't believe so personally. Jones ducking Aspinall is more blatant. I know. Some of these tweets are crazy. I actually want to get this up. I'm going to read out some of these exact tweets. Like, some of this shit is nuts. Just real quick. Let me see. What's Jones? He always goes on these like little cope Twitter rants and shit, and it's always loses. But like, listen to this. You actually think me fighting Tom would be more massive than Alex and I colliding? Tom only matters in the UK. Newsflash, Pereira is one of the most polarizing figures the sport has seen. Tom's a contender who won the belt against another contender. We have to save Madison Square Garden's main event. I'm thinking dollar signs here, legacy, big picture, not just what the UK fans are dying to see. It's literally the most bullshit thing ever. You want to know what happened at the last MSG card? You pulled out like a bitch because you couldn't fight with a sore arm against Stipe. And then fucking, what's his name? Aspinall had to save the day for you. That's what happened there. But what else? What am I looking at? Yeah, some of his tweets are shocking. He said, like, in my point of view, Aspinall is the number one contender after Stipe. Like, what are you on about? But yeah. Because I've made it a purpose to have good, tasty food that you can still eat just without the processed bullshit, without all the processed ingredients like soy and seed oils. Yeah, that's what he's talking like. It's fun. It's funny. Fair play to him. Like, I'm sure he does. Like I'm sure there are some good food in there, but I always kind of the idea of like recipe books and like cookbooks and shit, and like health food cookbooks are always like, bro, it's not that deep. Let's be honest. Like, come on. We all know, yeah, eat your proteins, don't eat like processed food and shit. Like, it's pretty clear. You put $100 on my main card and some pre-Olympics, you better be right. As in, like, as a whole parlay, good luck then. I mean, you can do them individually. If you got high stakes gambling, you know. Bogdan Guskov post-fight I know. We're going to the top, motherfuckers. Yeah, just like this, we're going to the top. Yeah, that's the start of my Bogdan Guskov edit, bro. That shit was actually hard, I swear. That Bogdan Guskov edit went crazy. But 83% of you guys out of 30 say you'll tune in for a fight companion next weekend. All right, I'll fucking mark it down in your calendars then, boys. I'll go live next weekend for the card. I'll end that poll. I'll be live next weekend for the card. what's it called? Judo versus John Jones. Winner fights Jones's wife. I mean, Jones's wife is white though, so one parlay. We're hitting big. All right, good luck. Tell me which picks you put it on, and I'll tell you how likely I think it is to hit. But no, Jones's wife is white, so Dober wouldn't want to fight her. Yeah. If Dricus and Izzy fight, would you rather see Izzy get flatline KO'd or Izzy plead for his life? I'd probably rather Dricus take him down, beat him up on the ground, and Izzy's not I want to see Izzy unconscious, but at the same time, I want to see Izzy just quit. I want to see Dricus just manhandle him, have him on the ground with a wrist tie or some shit, just trap his wrist and just be fucking hammering him, and then Izzy just doesn't do anything to get out and just dies. That'd be very good. You know how Mexican, Italian, Irish Americans always rep the motherland? Do Aussies do the same with England? I mean, I don't think we really. It depends. If you're first generation, if you came over here recently, but if those that have just been here since Captain Cook and shit, First Fleet motherfuckers, my family, we've just been here since fucking early 1800s. So we kind of don't be oh yeah, I'm English or Irish or Scottish or some shit like that of ancestry. For people that are Italian and shit in Australia, they're I'm Italian, I'm this. But if it's just English or Irish heritage from 250 years ago, no one really cares. Would you rather see Ian Gary flatline KO or Bilal getting 50-45? As in, would I rather see Ian Gary get a flatline KO or get flatline KO'd? I'd rather see Ian Gary get slapped. Actually, yeah, I'd rather see Gary get slapped than Bilal because I think Bilal's going to lose. I don't really care how Bilal loses. I mean, Bilal could get slapped. He could get just outpointed. I don't care. I just want to see Bilal lose. But Ian Gary, I want to see him get slapped. Is he really shot himself as a foot with the interview? Yeah, I mean, it was kind of retarded. He was being dumb as fuck, but whatever. Who cares? I'm just joking something real quick, sorry. The footy's on right now. Have you guys watch AFL? I'm just checking the scores. But yeah. What poll should I put up now? Okay, this is gonna be an interesting one. Wait. Was okay. Wait, hold on. Alright, here's a poll for you guys. I'll be interested to see what you have to say. Do you think that MMA Guru's video about Chandler and his kids and shit was valid or no? Do you think that was reasonable or not? Pick all your main card picks and then Rufy, Brito, and Costa. I mean, good luck. I could see it hitting for sure. I do think it could happen. And answer this seriously, guys. No meme shit. No jokes. No memes. Fully let me know genuinely if you think it was valid or not. I actually want to know. You should make a video on fighters you want to see get KO'd and then how you want the KO to happen, or a video how I want these fighters to lose or something like that. That'd be a solid video, I reckon. Yeah. So far, slightly no in the lead. Yeah, guys, vote in this poll. Do you think the Chandler video was valid or not? I'm interested because personally, I think it was kind of a bit iffy. I was come on, bro. The Jones stuff was funny. I said it was sus, but I think it was funny. But the Chandler stuff, I don't know. It's valid, but honestly, why is someone else's kids your business? Yeah, exactly. I get the Jones stuff, but this seems over the top. I agree. I mean, I got no issue with you talking about Jones being zesty. That's funny. It's just funny. It's I mean, why are you talking about it? I mean, why do you give a fuck? But fair enough, it's funny. But the Chandler stuff's he wasn't even joking around in that video. In that, the Jones stuff, yeah, you can call someone gay without evidence. That's not actual slander or defamation. I don't want to sound like Ian Gary and start talking about suing and stuff. But Jones, you talk about him being gay. Who gives a fuck? But with Chandler, he's basically insinuating that Chandler's like got racial motivations for adopting his kids, and he's got like sinister intent behind it. Like, come on, you got to actually have evidence. Like, exactly, Isaac Morgan. Like, you got to really bring something and say like, just Chandler saying we prayed every day for a kid with skin like his. I think that was like talking about they did want the second kid to be the same race as the other one. Just in terms of it's just easier for them to understand, and it's just based like you got kids, bro. They're gonna look at it and be like, "Who the fuck is this guy? Is this my brother? Like, why does he look different to me?" Like, it's gonna be natural for kids to think that. So, I think personally, the Chandler stuff was a bit too like a bit weird, but whatever. I mean, yeah, as long as the kid's got a good home, exactly. Who cares? Would you rather see Ian Gary get Josh Emmetted or see him tap to strikes? Oh, that's tough. I don't even know. Maybe tapping to strikes would be crazy. That would be pretty satisfying. But the flatline KO would also be very satisfying. Exactly. Better than suffering in the foster system in the US, which is dog shit. Exactly. Um, Drake and Kendrick going at it right now. Pause. No Diddy. Um, Guru tends to reach once he gets some momentum. Yeah, I think so too. Bigger than his love for Jukas. Yeah, I think like he was riding high. Pause, but he was riding high off the Jones video, getting like a bunch of views, and he's like, "I got to do more of these expose videos and like so-called like exposing fighters and shit." And so he's like, "Oh, let me talk about Chandler," and it kind of felt like it got views still, but in terms of like the like reaction of people laughing and being like, "Oh, this is funny," like it kind of fell flat. It was a bit weird. Like it almost seemed like MMA Guru turned into like an actual like political commentary channel instead of just like an MMA. Like with the Jones stuff, it's like that's an MMA channel. You're still talking about really MMA stuff. But with Chandler, it veered off the side. It veered off the side of like MMA content and tried to turn almost more into like you're not a political channel, little bro. Like you ain't Ben Shapiro. Like chill out. Um, but yeah, video. I hear it's been polar. Like yeah, I do like. Look, do I think it's a little bit weird? Some of the stuff Chandler said, yes, but it doesn't. I don't think it's cause for a 30-minute video and people accusing you of like racial, um, like like negative things about why you adopted the kids. Like that's kind of weird. One thing that annoyed me was he used an aerial tactic. We said Chandler made. Yeah, exactly. He didn't force. He said we prayed. I'm like 95% sure. The quote was like we prayed every day. I don't think he said we made him pray. I think it said if it did, then maybe I'm wrong. But I still said we prayed every day for a kid, for a brother with skin like his. And I like even though the wording there is kind of weird. Like if instead of that he had just said we hoped for another brother, that looked like Hap or that looked like the kid, so that he would have like a brother that looked the same as him. That's fine. Like that's perfectly reasonable to say. But I think yeah, I think he was dragging it a little bit, and he was kind of trying to put words in his mouth because that is something he accuses Ariel of doing a lot, which Ariel does. Ariel puts words in fighters' mouths, whatever. But that's also what he was kind of doing with Chandler. Like he was almost going like, Chandler, why are you giving such a long, complicated answer? You're there because you're going into a long, complicated answer. Therefore, you are like justifying your racial motivations. Like it's just weird, but whatever. Yeah, he gets the Helwani thing going. Yeah, he does because he was feeling himself. It's the same with when Helwani like got the so-called 10-8 over Paddy. It's the same with the Guru Jones. He was like, "Oh, let's go. I'm getting views. People are talking about me. All these fighters are mentioning me. Like Moicano and Gilbert Burns offered me to come to America and stuff like that." And he's really happy with himself. And he's like, I got to do a Chandler video now. It's like, bro, come on. Like, it's a bit drag. Drickus and Wheelchair Guru versus Dogbend and 5-4 Lucas, who's winning. I got Lucas Tracy winning by himself using big meaty hooks and calf kicks. And using some crafty veteran strategies. But yeah. If Islam beats Poirier, do you consider him the lightweight goat? No, not yet. I would need him to see it. If he beats Poirier and then he beats Armin, then I would say yes. Because he won the belt off Oliveira, which is better than who Khabib won the belt off. Ally Quinter. And then his defenses first defense was Volk. I think that's on par with a Connor defense in comparison. Like Connor was a champion at lightweight. I think Volk is a better fighter, but um, in terms of like the comparison, I think that's like both of their best win, Volk compared to Connor. And then the second one, obviously Volk on short notice compared to Poirier. I would say Khabib's win is better there in comparison, just because of the short notice factor. And then Gaethje compared to now what's going to be Poirier. I think Khabib's Gaethje win is slightly better than Poirier, who's already lost multiple title shots, and is only coming off one win and also got KO'd by Gaethje. So, but if he then beats Arman, I would say he's clear. But yeah, I wouldn't say he's the lightweight GOAT just with a win over Poirier. Yeah, we prayed. Someone commented on the video. Exactly. Fucking hell. Who do you think was the weakest champ in UFC history? Probably Raquel Pennington, or like what's her name? That other featherweight, the first featherweight champ as well was pretty dismal. Or the flyweight champ before Shevchenko, all pretty bad. If DP beats Islam in a convincing way, what more would he have to do to become the lightweight GOAT? Dustin Poirier, if he beats Islam convincingly, he would need to defend against Max probably, or like I think he would need like 2 defenses. Nah, he'd need more though because he's lost to Oliveira for the title. He lost to Khabib for the title, and he got KO'd by Gaethje. So he would probably need to avenge a loss or something, or maybe beat Oliveira. He would need to like maybe avenge a loss to Oliveira, because you can't just ignore the fact that he lost in his prime to Khabib and to Oliveira. So he would need to do a bit. I would say if he beat Islam, I'd say he needs 3 title defenses. He would need to match Khabib's defenses, plus because he's like all his other body of work is amazing. It's better than all of Khabib's non-title wins. And some of his wins are better than even some of Khabib's title wins. Nico Montano, yeah. Some of Poirier's wins are better than Khabib's title wins, but still, I would say, just because the fact that he has lost, I think he would need to, and he's lost to Michael Johnson. Like you need to do some work in terms of title contention and title defenses, rather than just having a bunch of names on your resume that you beat not for the title. But yeah. Well, I was chucking something. Khabib has good wins over people. Just don't look at his fights before Connor. Yeah, like I mean, like Ally Quinter's shit. I don't count that as like winning the title. In my opinion, that's like an interim title. That's an interim title in my opinion, just personally. I don't think you can look at that and be like, yeah, this was for an undisputed belt. But like he beat RDA and he beat Barboza. RDA is a good win, but Barboza's kind of just like a perennial top 10 guy. Michael Johnson, like there's no crazy wins. Like there's no like really crazy wins before the belt. It's pretty much RDA. It's like Connor, Poirier, Gaethje, and RDA, and then Connor, Poirier, Gaethje, RDA, and Barboza. Those are Khabib's top 5 wins. I don't think you can make any other comparison. Those are his top 5 wins, and then Johnson and Ally Quinter are his other like decent wins. But if you look at it, like let's say Islam, his best wins: Volk twice, Oliveira, Dan Hooker, Arman Sayukian, Drew Dober, Bobby Green. Like Bobby Green and Ally Quinter, similar level. Drew Dober, Ally Quinter, similar level. Like Arman, these kind of guys. Even who else? No, like that's about it. But then like Poirier, he's got a bunch of wins outside the title, but you need to combine. Like even if your resume not for the belt, like Holloway's resume, not for the belt, is like Cater, Yair, Allen, Zombie. But you can't call him the featherweight GOAT just because he's got a better resume, because he's got more names on the resume than Volk. Because Volk beat him 3 times. Like you gotta do other shit. Costa beats Sean. Does he get title shot? Nah, Costa wouldn't. I think that in terms of the who's gonna get priority with a title shot, I would say if Hamzat wins, he's number one. If Strickland beats Costa, I would say he's number two. If Whitaker beats Hamzat, he's be number three. And then I think if Costa beats Strickland, he's number four in terms of a title shot. And then there's also a Mavov versus Cannonier. Those two are both probably another win away. They would be like backups, but I think those four, that's the order that they would go to. Yeah, he's 35. Dustin really would have to have a lot fall in his favor, to be honest. How many defenses does O'Malley and Leon need to become goats of their division? O'Malley would need like 2 or 3 more. Leon would need fucking 7 more. Like Leon's got 2 defenses. 2 wins over Usman is really good. Colby's a solid win, but yeah, he would need a lot more. Like he would need to beat Bilal, Shavkat, Della, Gary, MVP, like those 5, and then maybe we can start talking. Who is the featherweight GOAT? I think Volk. If greatest to you is just defenses, because everyone kind of just says, but look at the defenses. So yeah, if it's defenses, it's Aldo. I think the best featherweight of all time, clearly Volkanovski. And I think more impressive in terms of what they did is Volk. But yeah, Aldo stuck around for longer in terms he fought longer with the title. So I guess, but I think personally Volk. But yeah. Obviously, Volk's a bigger name than Bobby Knuckles. Is it the same in Australia? Yes. Volkanovski is like the face of Australian MMA for sure. People discredit Khabib's win over Gaethje by saying Gaethje has terrible BJJ. I don't discredit that win. Like, it's a good win, but I'm not going to sit here and say Islam beating Volkan Oliveira is like the same. Like, I think those 2 wins, like the decision win over Volk and then the finish over Oliveira, those 2 wins are better than any of Khabib's 2 wins that he has, in my opinion. So, but yeah. Where will Alex Pereira be ranked all time? I think top 10, like around top 5-ish. If he wins, if he beats Yuri in a rematch, beats Ankalaev, and then goes up and if he wins 2 more fights at light heavyweight, goes up and wins the heavyweight title, I would say he's top 5. Yeah, discredit, I wouldn't say. I would say question. They questioned his win and they're like, how much do we rate a win over someone who's got no grappling? But yeah, it's still a good win. But yeah, I would say depending. If Pereira loses his next fight and then doesn't win the belt back, I'd say he's cemented just outside the top 10, around 15 to 10 range. And if he wins his next fight, if he wins against Yuri in a rematch, I would say that puts him around the 10 spot. If he wins another fight, I would say that puts him around the 8 or 7 spot. And then if he goes up to heavyweight and wins, I would say that puts him around 5, maybe even higher. But yeah, don't let John Jones in the cage with Pereira. Exactly. Guru versus Nochin Garbrandt, who wins? Cody Garbrandt wins via midget porn addiction. If you've seen that man's Twitter, Twitter likes, very interesting stuff. Cody Garbrandt wins that fight. It's no chin versus no legs. That's the battle that we're looking at. If he beats Jones, I'm calling him Jones a bum forever. Yeah. If Connor smokes Chandler at 170, do you think they might give him a shot against Leon? They probably would. It would be dumb, but they probably would. They would do that shit in the UK, in Ireland or something like that, I reckon. Or do that for MSG. If Leon wins in July and Connor wins in June, I'm just saying they could run that shit at MSG, England versus Ireland, Leon versus Connor. Obviously, Connor would lose, but it would sell a bunch. that would be something they would do. I just meant we didn't know Gaethje had no. Yeah, fair, because he really hasn't grappled in any of his other fights because no one tried to wrestle him. Do you think Dustin has any chance of winning against Islam? I mean, he's got a chance if Islam leaves himself. If Islam tries to strike with him too much, he could get cracked, but I don't think so. Who's the next champion to lose their belt? I don't know. Next champion to lose their belt. I mean, Pantoja could lose this weekend. He could. But if Pantoja doesn't lose, then I would say probably that's it. Maybe Leon. No, because I think Leon's going to beat Bilal, and I don't think he fights Shavkat this year. So that's interesting. Maybe O'Malley if he fights Marab. But I don't know. I actually think a lot of champions are going to hold on to their belt for a bit. Maybe Dricus. I don't know. I thought Volk would be big in Australia. Yeah, Volk's way bigger. Like we all love Rob here, but Volk's definitely the guy. Please make a tier list of the most shiny foreheads in MMA. Is that like, are you trying to attack me with that or something? You're saying my forehead's shiny? I got a bit of shiny forehead. Surprised Cody's. Yeah, very interesting stuff from Cody Garbrandt. Goose Owen Smith. Do you have a favorite heel? I'd say my left heel, probably a little bit better than my right. No, I would say favorite heel. I don't know. Maybe Cap. Cap's a good heel. Chael, I guess, obviously. Like, I don't know. Praying for Bilal to beat Leon and blow up as a star. Well, Bilal will be blowing up, I'll tell you that much. Mate, Manel needs to get the belt. Look, I like Manel Cap, but I'll be honest, bro. That guy needs to fucking do something. Because right now, if he fought Pantoja, I'm rooting for Pantoja. I like Pantoja. Like, Cap needs to get me back on his side, supporting him. Like right now, I would support him against Kai or like Makayev or these guys, but against like Erceg or against Pantoja, well, I'm back in Pantoja. Like I would want him to win. But yeah. He needs to actually beat a ranked fighter. Like he's beat fucking David Dvorak. Like who? Like who the fuck has he beat? Do you think Carlos Ulberg will become a contender? I think like a top 10, top 5 guy maybe. He won't like be a top 3 guy or champion. Cap needs to make weight. I agree. Definitely needs to make weight. The Grand Wizard Cap, yeah. Like he's based, but he needs to do something first. Like, come on, what are you doing? Why my fucking nose so blocked? You think JDM will beat Shavkat? I don't, but I wouldn't mind his chances because Shavkat was getting cracked by Jeff Neal on the feet, so I don't mind it. Sorry, one sec. But yeah. What videos do you guys want to see soon? I'm trying to think what because I'll obviously do the post-fight reaction, post-card reaction. I'll do the next fights to make. But what other videos do you guys want to see next week? Average Manel Cap problem, how yeah. Ruzabov has Dagestani privilege. He's got that Central Asian privilege, bro. Best fighter accent, the accent tier list. Yeah, fair. That'd be funny. How many more wins do you think Strickland will need until the UFC gives him a title shot? I would say 1 if he beats Costa well, and then 2 if it's not like a really fun fight. If Fluffy beats Delici, who's next to him? Well, I've got unfortunate news for you because Fluffy Hernandez is out of that fight. He pulled out against Delici, so yeah, that's tough. You think Cheeto's salty? Cheeto is very salty, yeah. Makachev, I remember Makachev saying the reason why he's not liked is because people don't like Russians anymore. But yeah, I like Yan, Kopilov, Pavlovich. These guys, they're good. We like them. And I don't even hate all the Russian fighters. Like Hamza, I don't hate. He just got kind of annoying. He got kind of annoying because he stopped fighting a bunch. But yeah, when you're all managed by Ali Abdelaziz and you're all just like, brother, what do you mean I have to sit out? I fight October only, Abu Dhabi. Like when they're just trying to when they're getting privilege and shit, it just becomes annoying. So yeah, it's like fuck them, I don't care. But yeah, I actually don't hate Islam. I just don't like him because he beat Vulcan shit. Like that's the only reason. Only reason I don't like Islam because Dagestani. Yeah, like his fighting's not actually that boring. But if Conor KO's challenge internet's gonna be, it'll be very good. Noah Lid, you fucking idiot. No, is it what? Noah Ward. Noah Ward, you dumb fuck. You're dumb as shit, bro. Kill yourself. No, I'm kidding. Noah Ward, you're stupid. Take an IQ test, bro. What's 2 plus 2? There you go. I gave you some extra. I gave you some extra for that one. What do you think MVP's next fight should be? I would say MVP should fight maybe like a Jeff Neal. Jeff Neal maybe. I wouldn't mind like Jeff Neal. I wouldn't mind a Gilbert Burns maybe. And then like Colby or something like that, or Gary. I don't know. He could probably get to the belt if he fights like once or twice more. Nali Young is best next for the belt. True. What do you think about rumors of Ilya turning down Volk? I don't know. I mean, if he did, whatever. I don't really care. UFC venue tier list. I don't know. I feel like I'd be kind of dead. Like what? Apex, T-Mobile. Like there's not that many like really known ones. Bedtime MMA cringe. Do you know how to spell? Are you insulting me or bedtime? Are you saying bedtime is cringe or you're saying like I don't know what you mean? I assume you're saying bedtime's cringe, but I like bedtime. He's all right. How do you think Taporia Max would go? I think Max might get dropped and chinned, trying to trade in the pocket, to be honest. Because Ilya is shorter and he's got short hooks and shit. Like, I actually think that's a bad matchup for Max. And I don't like Ilya. I want Ilya to lose, but why you got so many pictures of sweaty half-naked men on your wall? Hey, no Diddy. It's just what I'm up. This is what I got, bro. Hey, they're good posters though. Don't even be hating. Like they're sick posters. But yeah. Does Lucas Tracy beat a single ancient warrior? Maybe he might get a couple. If they're susceptible to calf kicks, he might get it done. No, it's no Jones. Yeah, fair. No Jones, but that's what I got. I'm a UFC fan, bro. I got posters and shit. That's how it is. MMA Guru seems like a bad guy to me. Hey, I mean, I'm not gonna say he's a bad guy, but I do think he's a bit of a cunt sometimes. To be honest, he is a bit of a dickhead at times. Lucas Chase is more delusional than Anthony Smith. True. Can you tell where bedtime is from his accent? We don't really have regional accents. We kind of have like accents based on like class. Like we have like real like Bogan. Like Bogan is like the kind of homeless, I guess, or like not homeless, but like the poor of it, like the working class kind of people. Um, that's where all the stereotype, like "G'day, mate, shrimp," like that's where all that bullshit comes from. Even though like pretty much no one fucking talks like that. Um, I would say bedtime. I don't know where he said he's from. Is he from Melbourne or like Sydney or something? But yeah, no, we don't really have like accents just solely based on where you live. Like a fucking South Australian person sounds the same as like a fucking Western Australian person. Like there's not that much difference. Who's the next fight for Yair? I would say Yair Rodriguez should fight. I wouldn't mind Diego Lopez. That'd be a pretty cool fight, to be honest. Yair versus Lopez would be sick. Yair versus maybe like Aljo. I wouldn't hate, or maybe the winner of Allen versus Emmett or something. No, the winner of Allen versus Giga Chikadze. That'd be cool. I wouldn't mind that. But yeah, can you tell? I already read that. Ilya has a tendency to move his chin up in the middle of combos. Yeah, I could see it. Gay rumors are better than Aura than simp rumors. True. Lucas Tracy versus Liam. Yeah, I'm taking Lucas Tracy by big meaty hooks in the pocket. Strickland Costa odds. I think Strickland's like -250 or something, -200. I think. What's the best city in Australia? I don't know. Maybe Melbourne or something. Melbourne, Sydney. They're all kind of shit. Actually, that's a lie. They're all shit. Um, they're all kind of mid in all way. Sydney's solid. They're all kind of shit though, to be honest. Lucas Tracy's a marauder, man. That dude's made out of mahogany. You don't want to be in there with that guy. Yeah. Lucas is alright. I like him. He's fun. Would you go 3 rounds with Tom Aspinall? If you got to smoke 8 ball of crack, I would sacrifice a pinky finger just to see Lucas Tracy knock out Joe. I want to see a like physical altercation between Lucas Tracy and Joe Pyfer. Like I just want to see Joe Pyfer just press Lucas Tracy in the street. That'd be funny. But yeah. What poll should I put up now? I'm gonna put up a poll. Right? I got a poll up right now in the chat, so you guys should vote on this poll. Jogan hits hard on for calf kicks. He does. He does. Is weed legal there? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's not, but I don't know. I don't smoke weed. Pissing me off how guys like Anik and a lot of Americans say Melbourne. Yeah, it's Melbourne. Yeah, not Melbourne. I don't know. I don't really know how he says it. I know Luke Thomas got slumped at a gas station. I told Jones that he needs to go Philly with fake TMs, pretend he was supposed to fight Piper. Yeah. He actually lives near him. That'd be so funny though. Imagine we just see a video come out like YouTuber gets knocked out by MMA fighter for talking shit, and it's just Lucas Tracy just like muzzing on the ground, just like doing this shit. That'd be funny as fuck. But yeah. That's the funny thing is though. That's another thing I don't like MMA Guru for. Like I like his videos, but that's another thing why sometimes when I watch his stream and it kind of gets a bit painful, I'm like, all right, I'm turning this shit off because it's so like clear that he chats so much shit about fighters, which is fine. It's sick. You chat shit about fighters. I do it all the time. But then he also kind of like acts like, no, I'm not training. I don't need to train MMA. Why would I train? And no, I'm not going to this gym or something because there'll be fighters there. Like he does seem like he's kind of bitching at any time someone ever like brings up a point like why don't you train or go to America or some shit like that. Like yeah, go. Hey, MMA Guru, go to Albuquerque, New Mexico. He'll be like, nah, man, Jones there. No, I don't want to go there. Like he doesn't want to like he wants to avoid any like confrontation ever. That's why he doesn't says he won't go to a UFC event as well. It's retarded. Would you take Jones or Curtis Blades? I'd pick Jones, but Blades should have a shot. Paul Craig. Yeah. What would you ever do a YouTube watch party with another? I would love to do it. That'd be sick. I would do it. A watch party with Lucas. That'd be cool. I would definitely do a watch party with Lucas. Bedtime doesn't do watch parties, but I would for sure do that. I would like to do like a talk show with Lucas Tracy. Let him know. Diego Lopez. I know you're a big commenter in Lucas Tracy's on his videos and stuff. I know him and Bedtime are saying they want to do something, or Bedtime saying they want to do something. I know I'm not a very big channel, but I've been on the Lucas Tracy channel before. You know, I've been on the debate. I've cooked him in the debate, and I think like just me and him bantering would be good. I'd be down to do like a live talk show or something with Lucas Tracy. That'd be sick. You seem to be the only other Lucas Tracy I can find. The dude is a snake. How long are you staying on? I'm probably gonna end stream in like a couple, like 20 minutes or something, 10 minutes. I don't know. I gotta get to work soonish, but I don't have much to do. Crazy how Lucas Tracy fans are gay from look at his bisexual comment section. I feel like Blades could catch Jones. I could see it, but I don't know. Blades is retarded, so he would probably like just lose. Costa Mog Strickland, then Mog Strickland to take the belt. I mean Costa's kind of just shit, so I disagree. Gone through the fight, saying, yeah, fair. Impression of Aldo's sister popping up on him at the weigh-in. I don't know what the fuck that means, but is that talking about like? Is that something to do with how he like got the scar on his face or something? What do you mean, Aldo's sister? I'm not quite cultured enough to know what that means, unfortunately. I can't do an Aldo impression either. Lucas has zero knowledge about MMA history. Yeah, fair. I think you hit the nail on the head. Yeah, he's going on an area like I think he. That's the thing. I know. I'm not gonna sit here and say like Rigo's 100% right because Rigo was doing some shit too. But what's it called? Rigo was kind of right in the aspect that MMA Guru hates Helwani so much, but he's kind of more like Helwani than he realizes. So that is another thing there. He gets too carried away. Like he's like, guys, he's like, chat. All these MMA fans, like, I'm rent free in their head. I'm rent free in Jones's head. All this stuff, and I was like, I don't think they care about you that much. To it, like, they mention you because it's funny and they'll have a laugh. But like, you really think Jones is going home after like a training session and just thinking like, man, MMA Guru, that guy. Like, I don't think they care that much. But yeah, your channel is better than Lucas Tracy for sure. Prefer you over bedtime as well. I appreciate that, bro. Hey, I think the thing is here, most of the like everyone on this channel, or not everyone, but like I think a large percentage of the subscribers here, I'm like one of their like top favorite, like top 2 or 3 favorite YouTubers. But then like anyone who's not subscribed to me just fucking hates me, and they'll just try and roast me every time I'll comment something. They'll just be like bedtime wannabe or something like this, or like who are you, or you suck, or like it's like, all right, bro, fair. I mean, I don't care if you want to shit talk me, but it's like anyone who's subscribed to me really likes me, and then if they're not, they fucking hate me. It's funny. Like the subscribers here are like, bro, we love like amazing videos, based all this stuff, great video, like your channel, all that. But then anyone who's not subscribed to me, I'll comment something in like Lucas Tracy's live stream, and they'll be like, respect your father or some shit like that. I'm like, all right, bro, chill. Um, do you watch Lucas Tracy and Guru versus Bedtime and Left Lane? Who wins? I actually think me and Bedtime take that. Because even though Guru's bigger, I don't think he's that good. I think I would smoke Lucas Tracy. And I think pound for pound, I think Bedtime would be good enough to beat. I think I would smoke Lucas, or Bedtime smokes Lucas immediately, and then me and him just 2v1 Guru. Easy. I reckon we'd get it done. What in a year or two, could Lopez beat Ilya? I actually don't mind Lopez's style to give Ilya problems, to be honest. Lucas gets sexually frustrated watching the 5-6 Glazers fight, for sure. But Lucas was just fully erect watching Benoit, and then as soon as he gets knocked out, he just went limp. Like, pause though, no sus shit. That would not surprise me at all. Jared Gordon outside MSG impression. Rigo was spitting facts. Guru's been on some rap behavior, focusing on gay fires drama. Yeah, I agree. I still do like right message, wrong message. 100%, I agree. Because with Rigo, it's fucked it. Because now Guru can just say he used to be a fan of the channel. He used to simp over me and shit, and like be obsessed with me, and now he hates me. And then everyone's like, "Oh, Rigo cooked," even though Rigo got cooked. Even though Rigo, what he's saying is kind of true. It's just when Rigo's saying it, it's like, oh, you can't, because as soon as MMA Guru has an easy response, he doesn't even have to address any of the shit that Rigo says. All he has to do is just say, this guy used to be a fan of me. He's obviously lying. That's all he has to do. So yeah, I think if someone else said it, like I was thinking of making some sort of video, but then I knew all the comments are just gonna be like, crazy man, you're just trying to get attention, talking about bigger channels. I can't be fucked. But yeah, Rigo, like he had the right idea, but the fact that he used to be a big member of the channel and stuff kind of made it hard. All right, fuck. I think I missed some messages. Rigo, the type of guy to show a video of Guru calling him a pedo. Yeah. Lucas has the creepiest, the queso of MMA streaming. True. Seeing BSD get finished gave Lucas the ick. True. Yeah. Prediction is you're going to get rid of the Lucas Tracy trim in 2025. Go on nutritional cookbook arc. It's all part of Josh. We'll go back into the mountains. I just had to go into the mountains and I had to grow out my hair and I had to look like a homeless person. And then I'm going to cut my hair. And I'm going to go back into society. I'm going to get a cookbook. I'm going to get on top of my nutrition. And then I'm going to be the best YouTuber on the planet. And that's called the rebirth of the eagle. That's the Eagle Maxing Ortega impression. Lopez, I think Lopez beats Evlov on a full camp, to be honest. I think he does. Never forget the Hermanson Piper incident. Yeah. Oh, real ones know about the Hermanson Piper incident. Let's just say that much. If you remember, hey, just comment like just comment the letter. You know the letter. Just comment the starting letter of the Hermanson Piper incident. You guys should know. If you were in the stream for that, you guys know what I mean. Just give some sort of comment something that I know you were there, and then you should be able to know. And then I'll know. Guru is definitely a hater of Lucas. Guru's definitely a hater of Lucas. Tracy got more followers and you hit turn on him. Then wait, yeah. If Lucas Tracy, yeah, that's the only reason. That's the only reason why Lucas Tracy, why Guru's like, I like Lucas. He's good. He's making good videos because he used to shit on him a bit when he was coming up, and he said he would like steal his videos and stuff. But yeah, imagine if Lucas got more subs than MMA Guru, he would start like just shit talking him and saying this guy stole all my videos to get views and all that shit. I guarantee it. And that's the same reason why he hates Weasel as well. I think because Weasel's got more subscribers. Even though Weasel doesn't get more views and he's not like as relevant in like the current scene, Weasel's got more subs than him, and I think he doesn't like Weasel too much. Because if they're a smaller channel than him, you can just laugh at them and be like, oh yeah, look at him, he's just trying to get views, all this kind of stuff, he's irrelevant. But yeah, if you get more, then he's like, oh fuck. I think Volk would easily beat Ilya if he doesn't get knocked out. I mean, on paper, if he doesn't get KO'd, yeah, he wins. Guru kisses Lucas's feet because he knows that he'll pass him soon. I think Lucas might pass him because I think Lucas is more mainstream friendly, and I think he's more likely to gain subscribers from like the casual audience and stuff. That's my opinion. But I don't know. I think it will take a while, but I do think at some point Lucas might overtake MMA Guru. I don't know why I can't stand Erceg. Yeah, fair. I'm not from England. I'm not from England. Lucas Ray looks like Stephen Coe's daughter. He did kill the Weasel over the Islam Volk fight. I don't think he killed Weasel because look, I think again that was all his fucking Helwani arc thing. I find it really funny how much he shit talks Helwani and criticizes him when literally all of his like videos of like the expose kind of videos are all the same thing. And whenever he shit talks someone, he talks the same as Helwani, like with the same mannerisms and shit. Like against Weasel, like bro, I get Weasel did do some shit in that like breakdown that he left some stuff out, but let's be honest, Islam won the fight. And like months later, MMA Guru is literally saying, yeah, Islam won. So why do you care? Like he accidentally doubled, like included a strike twice, and then he disagreed with his score of like medium and stuff. Like I agree. I don't think Weasel does the most perfect job of it. But if you got a fucking problem with it, do it yourself. Like, if you got a problem with it, I guarantee you, bro, if you did the way he talks, like you can tell he's got like favorites and stuff. We know every fan has fighters that they like and don't like. But like, if that had been the reverse way and that exact same, like if that fight happened the same way, but it was just Volk as Islam and Islam as Volk, like if it was Islam dropped Volk at the end of the fifth and all this shit, but Volk had his back for all of the fourth and stuff like that, and then Weasel made like a video saying this is why Volk won, he'd have no problem with it. But it's just because I think he was obsessed on the idea that Weasel was like majorly biased for Dagestanis, and then just because Weasel made that video, like yeah, I disagree with a lot of Weasel's like the who really won breakdowns. I think he gets it wrong a lot, but Why are you like weasel bias exposed? Like he's clickbaiting the shit out of it. Like it was kind of waffle. I think Lucas would pass him if Guru didn't get in so much shit with fighters. Yeah, true. When did you start watching MMA? A couple years ago, to be honest. I haven't watched MMA for like heaps long because I'm pretty young, so I didn't like get into the sport ages ago because I was like 10. Like I've only been watching the sport since around the Usman Covington 2, like the Volk Ortega kind of time. So everyone thinks I'm a casual, but even though I've only been watching for a little bit, I'm like really into the sport. So I know about all the other shit that happened before then, but I only really got exposed to the sport like around that time. Lucas attracts all the brainwashed Gen Z bisexual fans. Lucas is like Jesse on Fire didn't go to college. Guru biased AF would cry if people made an exposure on them. Yeah, because as soon as even though what he said about Rigo being a fan in his channel and shit, it's true. But yeah, you can be a fan of someone and then still then change your opinion and say that they're being a dickhead. Like, in my opinion, the MMA Guru fans that are like in the comments and stuff saying like you're jealous, like Guru owns you, Guru made you, all this shit. And they'll just refuse to actually address anything he said. Like it is true. Guru does have an ego, which is fair. He's like one of the biggest channels on YouTube. You can have an ego, but like he backpedals and shit when he's talking about fighters. Like he'll be talking about someone and then like he shit talked Marab so much and then he backpedal on that, says he likes Marab. He tries to back out of some stuff when he's and he'll like shit talk certain fighters and then he'll like talk good about other ones and stuff like that. That's just my opinion. And then yeah, Guru, yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of the stuff that Rigo said was correct in my opinion. Who's getting fraud checked at 301? I don't think anyone's going to get a fraud checked, to be honest. Maybe I mean if you consider Martinez losing a fraud check, but I don't know. And also the South African flag. Yeah. He like tried to suck up to like Drickus and shit so much. And like I get it, you went there and you met them, but like I don't know. I think he was like he's clearly like all you have to do is just mention Guru in a somewhat positive way, and then he'll like just like you, and he'll be like, yeah, this fighter's based. We like this fighter. Um, like when Dagestanis miss weight and pull out of fights, he criticizes them. But no, Manel Cap misses weight, pull out of fights, and he's still like, but he's still based. Like, yeah, Cap's based, but come on, you got to criticize him and shit. Like, even Garcia tested positive for popped for roids. He ain't talking shit about that. He's saying it's like a conspiracy. They're trying to get him. But no, when Jones is testing positive for roids, or when Jones is, having an altercation with like a USADA agent, that's a 30-minute video. That's Jones rants on Twitter for days, but no, nothing about Garcia. So there is definitely double standards there. But overall, I still like his videos, but I do think he needs to pull himself in a little bit because I think he's kind of straying out a bit too much, to be honest. I like Lucas because he seems like a 7. Yeah, look, I like Lucas. Lucas is like that kind of. He's like the exact like just excited fan, like just likes watching the sport. He's not gotten like carried away with the YouTube stuff where it's kind of like turned into his only existence in life is just like as a YouTuber, which is what MMA Guru is. Like his life without YouTube doesn't fucking exist. Like he's just a dude that just lives. But like his personality is only MMA. But with Lucas and stuff and like bedtime and shit, when you train outside of it, when you have other shit going on, like it just gets a bit weird when MMA Guru is just like his entire life is just YouTube. But yeah. What's the card that got you into the sport? 268 was the first full card that I watched, and then 269 was the first card where I actually like did research going into it, and then I knew all the fighters and stuff, and I was like, oh, I want Oliveira to beat Poirier, this kind of thing. But yeah, Rigo has way better. Rigo's got creative content. It's just really niche. It's hard to make a video expose him. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because if I make a video right now and say all this shit and say I think Guru's got an ego, I think he's being hypocritical, all this stuff, his fans are gonna come in the comments and be like, damn little bro, you only got 5,000 subscribers, you're just trying to get attention, you're trying to get views. But he can make any expose on whoever he wants because he's got the most chat, like he's got the most subs, and so he's like the king of YouTube. So he can do what he wants. But all these like bot fans that just like donate him fucking $20 every stream from their mum's credit card, like, you gotta admit, like he's a lot of the like hardcore MMA Guru fans that will just like religiously defend him in comment sections. They are like 15-year-olds that donate money from their mum's credit card and that don't have anything going on in their life. Like that is who they are, in my opinion. But yeah. Yeah, he's got the mog you attitude. He starts talking like he's literally got the Bradley Martin I'm 260 attitude. Like he actually kind of does. He's like, I'm gonna go to an event and mog these fighters. Like, bro, you can't mog someone that would knock the fuck out of you if you like got into an altercation. Like, he's like, I'm gonna mog Biskin, I'm gonna mog these guys, all this stuff. Like, bro, just being big doesn't mean you're good at fighting. Like, chill. Mate, just talking about black people for 5 minutes. Hey, fair. So, who's your least favorite race? No, I'm kidding. Guru's never kissed a woman at 26 but calls people gay and calls chicks like Minty Benson. Yeah, I know. He's also like kind of gives me the vibe of like, bro, you don't interact with females ever. Like he talks about. He said like he says he's hooked up with 11 people but never kissed a girl and never had a girlfriend. Like respectfully, hookups from like going out to a club and shit and hooking up with like a 6 is not that hard to do when you're both probably drunk and you're just out on a night out. Like that's not that hard to do. But the fact he's never had a girlfriend or kissed a girl, kind of sad. Yeah, and he's calling like he's like these guys are 7, they're mid, bro. They're mid. Like he seems like one of those guys that's had his like he seems like someone who like watched like porn or something for like 20 years, like not 20, like 15 years from when he was like 10 to like 25 or some shit. Well, he's 25 now, like 10 years from like 12 to like 22. And he was just like that whole time he's just in he's in his parents' room and shit. And he's probably just watched porn and had his brain just ruined by that. And so he doesn't know how to fucking interact with chicks. And then he calls them all mid. That's what he does. But yeah. Hope Guru takes a Misfits fights. Yeah. I want him to. That's the thing. I would want if he got it like a Misfits fights or he boxed someone else. I would want him to lose, or at least just look kind of shit and have like a boring decision or not get a knockout. Because if he gets a knockout on Misfits, even if it's against like an absolute can, his ego is going to be out of control. Diego Lopez, thoughts on him? He's very good. I like him. I was drunk as fuck with my friends watching MMA on a projector and shooting stuff. Guru said close fights aren't robberies when his fighter wins. Yeah. Yeah, Rigo calling Guru toxic when he made fun of Mo Usman's dead son. Yeah, like Rigo's also a bit hypocritical. And the thing is, if I was going to make a video, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying that I don't shit talk fighters. I do. Like, people are like, you wouldn't talk to fighters like that in real life, or you'd get beaten up by fighters. I'm like, yeah, I know. I don't care. I'm just chatting shit. I'm having a laugh. Like, all of my content is just having a laugh. Like, I'm not, like, really sending hate to people or, like, actually getting, like, angry over results and shit like that. Like, it feels like his life is so intertwined because he's got nothing else going on that, like, the reaction when Luke lost to Buckley, that kind of shit. Like, even when my favorite, like Oliveira, one of my favorite fighters, when he lost, I was upset, I was annoyed, but I wasn't like literally like angry with the world. Like it seems like he's actually like angry and like hating life and literally like considering fucking suicide if like he gets his picks wrong on a card and the UFC like isn't going too well. Like, yeah, he needs to do something else. Like he needs to get something else going on. His numbers are a flat out lie. No way you'd see Guru in a club. Absolutely no way. I do, yeah. I'm like, how are you? Because he said respectfully, he said he hooked up with like a couple chicks in South Africa. I'm just not going to consider that impressive, bro. They're probably like 5s that just like are trying to get your money because you're a white tourist. So they're like, yes, we'll have sex with you and try and like hook you into something and then get some money out of you. So I'm not going to consider that anything. And then just club hookups is like, that's not hard to do. And they're probably mid, wearing a bunch of makeup, and they're probably like 4s. Like, respectfully. You got to have like an actual girlfriend or something first. Like, you haven't kissed a female. Like, what are you doing? Goose scared of acid attacks by fire. Yeah, true. He's like, but that's the thing. I'm happy to. I talk shit and I still train. I go to gyms. If someone from the gym sees my videos and get mad about it and tell me shit. I'm like, I'll just say it to their face. I'll be like, bro, it's not that serious. I'm just having a laugh. Chill. And if they got an issue with it and they want to fight me, all right, fine. I guess I got to fight you. But like Guru, he basically like he wants to chat all the shit. It's like you can't have it both ways. He wants to chat the shit and be in the spotlight and criticize fighters and all that, but then not go outside and say, I don't even need to interact with friends. Like, come on. It's just weird. Like, back it up, bro. Why are you trying to like shit yourself and like go away? Like, you got to stick to it. If you're gonna chat shit, go out and like if someone presses you about it, back it up, bro. Like, do your thing. You claim you'd beat flyweight fighters because you're too big, but then you're scared of some random dude that's going to attack you outside. Like, what are you doing? Guru losing would be funny. He would cope. Yeah, he would cope. He would be like, he would say, it would be actually hilarious. And that's another thing why I don't think he wants to lose. He's like, I need all the money and stuff. Like, bro, you're rich as fuck. You make like thousands of dollars a year from donos. You made like 10 grand from your fucking UFC 300 live stream, bro. And this guy's complaining like, I need the right pay to fight some fat bum on Misfits. Like, you just don't want to look shit and then get embarrassed. That's my opinion. I think Guru has genuinely no social skills. I think so too. His only social interaction is just talking to people through a camera, and he's giving like life advice and shit, and saying like, "You guys are losers. You guys don't know what you're doing." Like, bro, you've only had sex from hookups. You've never kissed a girl. You never had a girlfriend, and you stay inside all day. And you literally say multiple times like, "I don't even like." It annoys me when my friends like call me and ask to go out and stuff. Like, what are you doing? It's just weird. It's like he's coping, and he's like he always just brings up like, I'm richer than all of you. I make money from YouTube. You guys wish you had my job, to just cope for the fact that like you have no social life. Like, it's kind of sad. He said way crazy things while being dead serious. Yeah, Guru genuinely like seems like he means what he says a lot of the time. But yeah, Rigo does say some dumb shit. But I think Rigo is like a very like sarcastic, humorous channel. And Guru is at times, but at times he's also fully like the channel stuff. So I got in a massive argument with I got baited. Like, I left one comment on one of his videos the other day, and then everyone was just coming at me in the replies, just shitting on me. And I'm like, that's why I just don't comment on his videos or anything, or leave comments, because everyone will just try and debate you and shit. But someone was saying like the Chandler video was like a joke, or you could tell that he was joking. Like, laughing in a video doesn't mean it's a joke. Like, you could listen to that. If you listened to that video, yes or no in chat, just put a yes if he was being serious. Like, he was 100% serious for that whole Chandler video. Like, he meant everything he said. He was not joking. Like, if you understand humor, people like I sometimes like if you're a little bit autistic and shit, sometimes you won't get a joke. Sometimes people be like, bro, it's just humor, bro. Like, with my videos, with my tier lists, you can clearly tell if you're not 100% autistic and just have no idea of humor. You know that my videos are joking. Like, someone replied and said, bro, you really said you hate Bilal Muhammad as a person? And I'm like, I'm clearly joking. Like, it's not that deep. But with the Chandler video, you could tell he was serious. Like, it was kind of weird. The funniest clip when he lost to Tybura, yeah. South Africa thing, yeah. Simon's probably like got some of his like the chicks. He's probably taken like Simon and DDP's fucking sloppy seconds. The kissing girl thing was not a joke. He always tries to cope out and say like, I'm sure it's happened at some point. I'm sure it's happened at some point. I just don't remember because I was probably drunk. Like, yeah, right. Is every time you fucking had sex with a chick, is every time you've been drunk the whole time? Like, come on, what are you doing? Tries to act like it's sad he acts like when he makes nearly $500,000 strictly from memberships. Yeah, he makes so much money. So fair play. If money is what matters to you, good on you. You're making a lot of money. You make a whole bunch more than me. You make a whole bunch more than everyone else on YouTube. So fair play. You make the most money on MMA YouTube. But is that everything? Because you're not going to be doing this when you're fucking 40. And you need like $10 million or like $5 million to retire uncomfortably and then provide provide for your kids and shit if you have kids, and provide for your family. Like, if he retires in 5 years when he's 30, he's not gonna have enough money he's not going to have enough money to just live on for the rest of his life. So like, you got to figure something out. You got to have some social interaction. You got to fucking have something enjoyable in your life. Because he's talking like he wants to have like 5, 10 kids and shit like that, and he wants to create some lineage. Like, you haven't kissed a girl yet, and you're talking about having 5 or 10 kids. Like, what are you doing? Haven't had a girlfriend. Like, you got to find someone to settle down with you first, mate. Like, what are you doing? He said he'd beat Deontay Wilder. Yeah, I know, it was retarded. He got invited to do a pod with. Yeah, I know. He got invited to do a pod with Burns and Moicano, offered to play for this fight, and he doesn't accept. Like, he's like, I want to make sure everything's planned out. I want to, like, bro, you've got more money. Probably, I swear to God, he's probably got more money in the bank than Gilbert Burns, or like, you know, that Matty Betts guy that was offering. Like, he probably has a similar amount of money to Matty Betts. He just doesn't gamble, but Matty Betts does. And Matty Betts like, we'll give you accommodation at the Hard Rock Hotel or whatever. We'll pay for your flight and shit. Like, Goo doesn't need anyone to pay for his flight. He's got fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars. And he's still saying no. It's kind of retarded. But yeah. The guy stays up till 6 a.m. to watch. Like, the 6 a.m. thing, that's cool. Like, you stay up. But, like, it kind of just, it's became his life. And it's became, like, he's, like, after the Atlantic City card, you could tell he was clearly putting that, like, do you remember his reaction? Oh, I actually want to find it. This is actually, like, I genuinely want to find this. But yeah, like, I can't be fucked. But you know what I mean? Like, on that video, the Atlantic City card, he was like screaming. He's like, "You're trying to find what masculine men enjoy in this world and destroy it." And it's like, you're putting on a voice to try and sound like Chad or some shit. Like, what the fuck are you doing? He was just being cringe. It's weird. But yeah. 5K members at $5.99, $360K a year from. I don't think he makes $360 from members. I don't think. Is that it? If that's actually the number, that's nuts. Does he have 5K members? That's actually crazy. He said the channel context many times. Completely serious. If we go, yeah, exactly. His character comes into question when a fighter likes him. Exactly. Like, if Marab shouted him out and said, "I like this guy," he would probably like start liking Marab. But like, he yells and screams at Marab and calls Aljo a coward and all this stuff when he got the DQ against Yarn, and then when he beat him, like, he rages, all this stuff, and then they give him a couple shout outs. Same with O'Malley and stuff, and they give him a shout out. It's like, you know, I like him. I like O'Malley. I like Marab. I like Aljo. Like, it's all it takes is someone to shout him out or mention him, and then he's like, yeah, I like him. It's just weird. Do you find any female fighters attractive? Some of them, like Viana, Cortez, these kind of ones, they're solid. They're solid. Denying a free, I know exactly. Like, they're literally offering you just like a 2 week or how many week holiday, accommodation, hotel, gambling money, all that shit. And he's like, no, I don't want to. Because I think with South Africa, he wasn't scared to go South Africa because he'd already built a bit of a relationship with Drickus and stuff. He knew what he was doing there. There wasn't going to be many people there. But in America, he's going to get pressed by someone. Like, he's going to get in an altercation with someone, and he knows that. And I think that's why. Because, again, same thing with why he says he doesn't want to go to a UFC event or go out because he thinks people are going to, like, attack him. I don't think he wants to go to... Like, he will go to America, I'm sure. But I think he won't go, like, train at, like, gyms and shit in America. He'll get pressed. Like, some fighter will, like, hate him. And then he'll back off and, like, yeah. I think that's what will happen. The Jones gay allegations, I would agree that Jones is zesty, but I would also agree that MMA Guru is a little bit suspect for talking about a man's sexuality for like over an hour and researching like hours of videos to include. A little bit sus too, in my opinion. So I think both of them a little bit on the fence. I don't think he's scared of the fight. He's scared of human interaction. Yeah, probably. Real fans know Bogdan outstrikes per 5 rounds. Exactly. His fake cry thing he does when he's complaining, cringe. Yeah, fair. I own Lucas Tracy. Hey, I mean, I'd agree. I would tend to agree. I cooked him in the debate to the point where he literally said Gaethje versus Holloway. Like, he was saying Gaethje versus Holloway was shit. He hated it. It was his worst nightmare. It was a dumb fight. And then after it happened, this is the best thing to ever happen. Holloway's amazing. I love this fight. It was great. Like, he was clearly doing all that, like, complaining about 300 just for views. It was very obvious. And that's the thing. I don't just do videos just for views or like that's why I made the video Like, I'm not saying I was fucking happy with like Yan Zhanan versus Zhang Weili when it got announced, but everyone else made videos about it, going like 300's ruined, this is disgraceful, Dana White's the worst person ever, and I literally just made a video saying, slow your roll, bro, it's chill, the card's still really good, and then everyone's like, oh, you're just being a UFC shill, and I'm like, no, I'm not, I'm just being fucking reasonable, like, MMA Guru and Lucas Tracy are just complaining, and then like, it's so funny how they make videos anytime a fight gets announced that they don't like, but then when the actual card came around, they're like, it's the best card ever, it's stacked, it's amazing. Like, keep the same energy, bro. Just stick to your guns. If you said these fights sucked, you said the card was ruined, bro. Keep the same energy. Tell us the card shit. Like, it's weird. Who would want to go to Africa over Florida? Crazy logic, yeah. More fighters hate Tracy than Guru because calling him a pipsqueak and stuff. Yeah. Well, that's the funny thing. Lucas Tracy's like 5'4", and he's calling people a pipsqueak. Like, he's joking around and like he's tongue in cheek with that kind of stuff. But yeah, AT has so many top tier fighters. So I would agree about him getting pressed. Yeah, he's going to Florida. Michael Chandler trains in Florida. He's gonna get pressed by Chandler or some of these guys at ATT. Like if yeah, like some of these guys will press him. Like I get if Jones knows where he is, he's gonna get pressed by Jones, 100%. I think it'd be worse for him in the UK. Most of his fans are from the US. Yeah, fair. He probably would get pressed by some retards, but like, who cares? Just back it up. I'm not rocking with Erceg. I wouldn't mind him winning, but I am going to pick Pantoja. Lucas has the worst debate skills. Yeah, I know. I cooked him in the debate. And when I mentioned that once in his comment section, everyone's just like, oh, you're just looking for attention. But like, I was cooking him in the debate. He literally didn't even upload the stream. He just did it as a stream and then didn't upload. Normally, he uploads the like Lucas Tracy versus the world MMA debates. He uploads them. He didn't upload this one. I cooked his ass. And the whole chat was saying it at the time. And then the next day, I'm like, Lucas, you want to do another stream? I'll cook you again. Just having a joke. And then everyone's like, bro, you're just trying to get attention and all this shit. Like, fuck off. Yeah, he just yells and just says, like, it's dumb. He's not taking it serious. Like, his argument for why he hated Holloway Gaethje was he thought Holloway wasn't taking it seriously. And I was like, bro, you're retarded. But whatever. You can't take him serious. Lucas, yeah. I know, you just can't take him seriously. Like, he'll be doing some good stuff, and then he'll make a video saying which historical figures I beat in a fight. Like, was complaining about the BMF fight until Guru said it would be a good fight. Yeah, fair. Or I think he was complaining until he heard Guru say he was picking Holloway, and then he was like, oh, maybe Holloway's going to win. And then after the fight, he was acting like, I was really thinking about changing to Max. Like, bro, fuck off. I didn't watch like Historical Wars. It was partially a joke, but it was at that point where you could kind of tell at moments he was joking. Like, I don't think deep down he really believes he would beat these guys, but I think he was. Like, when he's talking about calf kicks and shit like that, he was that's just retarded. But yeah. Dungeon just stacked and Lucas was calling it any other pay-per-view. Lucas was literally on the 299 is better than 300 train. And I literally had to go in his chat and be like, bro, Joanne Wood versus Myra Morose was on UFC 299. And you're saying 300, where the worst fight on the card is Andrade versus Rodriguez. That's the worst fight on the card. And you're saying that 299 with Barber versus Chikagian, Morose versus Wood, and El Mabaya versus Vergara, and Kutalaba versus Lins, and you're saying that's worse than, and 300's worse than that. Like, retardation. But yeah. Yeah, retarded take. Clickbait merchant. Yeah, that's the thing with Guru, Lucas, these guys, Jesse on Fire, MMA Joey too. They're clickbait merchants. They do clickbait all the time. Best war cry of them all. Yuri's is good. Mike Perry's also very solid. Derek Lewis, good stuff. Non-Aussie favorite fighter, Oliveira, I like a lot. He's probably one of my favorite non-Aussies. Like Lopez, I like a lot. BSD, I'm still a big fan of. Strickland, I like. These kind of guys. Pereira, obviously. I was rooting for Max to win in the fight with Gaethje. Yeah, it was sick. I'm gonna go. I got like 1 minute. I'll cut this off at exactly 2 hours. So get your chats in. and I'm going to end the stream at 2 hours time, which is going to be in about 55 seconds. So get your chats in if you want anything else answered. But until then, I'm going to go soon, and I'll come back next week for I'll do a fight companion for the card next weekend. What's the point of MMA Joe's existence? To be fat. Strickland hate is insane right now. Yeah, fair. I don't mind that. Good take. Where are you working? I work at a chicken shop. I don't have a cat either, Jesse. I don't have a cat. But about 30 seconds more. Anything else you guys want other than that? Hugo better than Paper Smith, of course. That's guys. Just another quick thing. Bogdan Guskov. We're calling him Hugo from now on. I am expecting to see if Bogdan's next fight gets announced. I'm expecting to see Hugo in the comment section. You got to be saying that. But I'm gonna go now, guys. Bye, Pookie Bear. All right, see you, bro. Favorite non-Aussie fighter, Oliveira. I already said it. See you guys. Bye.